On page 363, you'll see this problem. Why don't you guys read this problem while I have a quick snack? Okay, so to solve this to solve this problem, we're going to write a system of equations. Remember, we need two equations with two variables. So our variables are pencils and folders. Now let's make an equation for Benjamin and an equation for Harper. Benjamin bought pencils and he bought folders and he spent $7. Well, do we know how much a pencil costs? No, we don't. So I'm going to call pencils X and folders Y. Benjamin bought 2 pencils and he bought 5 folders and he spent $7 altogether. So there's an equation for Benjamin. Harper bought 1 pack of pencils and 4 folders. And she spent $4.25. So we won't solve this one yet. Oh my goodness. But this is the system of equations we would use to solve this problem right here. So we're going to do some practicing writing equations, writing systems of equations for all of our problems today. Okay? Okay. Let's move on. Turn to page 364. Let's see if we can write and solve a system for this problem. So think about this. If I add up 2 numbers, then their sum is 39. If I subtract those numbers, then I get 7. What are the 2 numbers? Well, I don't know what they are, but we can call them X and Y. So X plus Y equals 39. X minus Y equals 7. Once you have these systems, you can solve them using graphing, substitution, or elimination. What do you think is going to be the easiest one to use for this problem? I think elimination, because if I add these together, Y cancels out, and 2X equals 46. So X equals 23. But remember, we can't just find X, we have to find Y. 23 plus Y equals 39. So if we subtract 23 from both sides, then Y equals 16. So does 23 plus 16 equal 39? And 23 minus 16 equals 7. So we know we have the correct solution to our system. Okay, you guys, pause the video and do the check problem at the top of page 365. Oh, you can't see this because I'm in the way, so there's the rest of it. Okay, now come back to page 366 and let's look at this problem. You guys read this problem on your own while I have another snack. Okay, so sorry, my editing is not the best. But let's go ahead and solve this. So we need to know what the cost of each lesson is at each store. So I'm going to say that Y represents the cost of a lesson. And X is the number of hours of the lesson. So for one store, the cost is $15 per hour plus supplies. That's creative crafts. For the other one, the cost is $20 per hour with no additional charge. So this is the cost for each store. Creative Crafts, Scrapbooks Incorporated, we want to know, when is the cost the same at each store? So we would just solve this system using substitution. This one would probably be the easiest. Excuse me, so if y equals 20x, then I can replace this y with 20x and then solve. So subtract 15x from both sides. Ooh, oh, what is happening? I hate when it does this. Subtract 15x from both sides and we get 5x equals 10, or x equals 2. Oh, dang it. X equals 2. Oh, I hate this computer sometimes. X equals 2. Now, this one, we don't have to find y, because we want to know the number of hours the cost is the same at each store. So for 2 hours, 15 times 2 is $30 plus $10 is $40. 20 times 2 is 40, so at 2 hours, the cost is the same. We don't need to know what y is, but the cost will be $40, so y would be 40. If that makes sense. So you guys try this one. See if you can write the equation and solve that system. And then let's look at one more problem here. So you guys read this. Okay, let's work on solving this one. A total of 75 loaves of banana bread and bags of popcorn were donated. We want to know how many of each item. So let's just say X is banana bread and Y is popcorn. Now, a total of 75 loaves were donated. So we could say that X plus Y equals 75. Okay, for some reason this is not doing what I wanted to do. Not recording the way I wanted to, but anyway, we'll keep going from here. Alright, so X plus Y, equals 75. Now the second equation comes from this. There were 4 times as many bags of popcorn as loaves of bread, so this is a little confusing. But think about this. If Y is popcorn, the amount of popcorn was 4 times the amount of bread. So think about that. If there were 10 loaves of bread, there would be 40 bags of popcorn, 4 times as much popcorn as bread. So you might think X equals 4Y, but it's actually Y equals 4X. So these can be a little bit tricky to solve. But now this is another system that would be pretty easy to solve using substitution. Since Y is by itself here, I can replace Y in the first equation with 4X. And if I keep solving, I'm going to get X equals 15. And then plugging 15 in here gives me 60 for Y. So there were 15 bags of loaves of banana bread and 60 bags of popcorn, which does equal a total of 75. And 4 times as many bags of popcorn than bread, if that makes sense. So hopefully you guys can get some practice trying some of these, and we will definitely spend some time in class tomorrow going over them. Okay,